مشاهدي فضائية جمهورية جنوب السودان، أحييكم عبر برنامج نبني بلدنا، برنامج اللي بيتناول بعض القضايا بتهم المواطن وبتهم البلد. وفي مقدمة هذا البرنامج الأستاذ كارلو أريغواني، واليوم زميله دائما كوهوست أصبح ضيف عزيز مكرم لنا، ألا وهو السفير الناشط في مجال المجتمع المدني جون أندرو غاردوكو. You are really highly most welcome in this program of Building the Nation or Nebni Beledna.
Carlo, thank you very much. And first of all, we wanted to start by offering our apologies for those who are watching the program in the country, across the globe. We were telling them that today we are going to have a special guest, the Deputy Speaker of Council of State and the Deputy Speaker of the National Legislative Assembly. Both of them are supposed to come here to highlight issues concerning the two houses. Unfortunately, due to the situation which is beyond ourselves, they could not make it. We want to commit ourselves that hopefully that next time we will be able to host them here so that they can enlighten our public about the agenda of the Parliament and what's going on there. Carlo, at the same time, today I would like to start our program by saying that this program, Building the Nation, will offer its sincere condolence to the family of our colleague, Ambassador Lumumba Makelele, who died in India, and the body arrived yesterday. I was in the airport as part of the team which went to receive him. The entire Ministry of Foreign Affairs were in the airport, and indeed the government of Central Equatoria, because the wife of the late Ambassador Lumumba is also the Minister of Health in the Central Equatorial State. The governor was physically in the airport. We wanted to thank all those who came, and it is a very sad situation, Carlo.
Yeah, even our condolences as a program of Building the Nation or Nebni Beledna, and we are really sending our condolences, sincere condolences to the family and to the people of South Sudan and Central Equatoria in particular.
This juncture, Carlo, I wanted to point out to the people of South Sudan that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, since 2011, lost many ambassadors. But we have lost 4 ambassadors on active duty. The first ambassador who died in the active duty in the mission was the former ambassador to Geneva. That is Alison Manani Magaye, the former Minister of Interior. He died on duty in his station in Geneva. And then followed by that also, Ambassador Kuala Lor, who also was sent after Manani demise in the embassy in Geneva. He also died in the mission in Geneva. In Geneva, in Switzerland, we lost 2 senior ambassadors on duty. Now, the third ambassador who died on the line of duty is our brother, Ambassador Parmena Makwet, who died also on duty in Kuwait. Now, the fourth one is Ambassador Lumumba Makelele, who passed on in his duty as Ambassador Extraordinary Plenipotentiary in India. These are tragedy. South Sudan lost very, very committed and able diplomat who could have advanced the interests of this country at this very difficult time when the country is going through a lot of challenges. On this occasion, Carlo, I would like to appeal to the President and the leadership of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but particularly the President, that the situation in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs requires his intervention. In 2019, Your Excellency, you have directed the Minister of Foreign Affairs by that time to do drastic changes because of the financial challenges the country has.
In that time?
In 2019, the situation is much better than today. Even if you compare 2019 and today, 2025, our financial situation is more challenging today than in 2019. But at that time, Your Excellency, the President, you have directed that drastic reduction must be done. No 2 ambassadors should be posted in bilateral stations. You also directed that multilateral station is the only station which can have 2 ambassadors. Today, Your Excellency, some embassies has got 5 ambassadors. Some embassies have got 4 ambassadors. These are things which are unthinkable, Your Excellency. And with the recent promotion, those ambassadors are there. Some diplomat went in as a minister plenipotentiary, some of them went as councillor. They found themselves as ambassador now. And it is not possible for this country, Republic of South Sudan, in the current economic challenges, to maintain such a huge number of ambassadors in the mission abroad. No country in this world have 5 or 4 ambassadors in one station, leave alone 2. So a country like China does not even allow 2 ambassadors in a station, Carlo. When we had 2 ambassadors sent to China last time, the Chinese government refused to allow this. They say we can only have 1 accredited ambassador. Whoever coming next should never be ambassador. So we need to live to the condition we are in now. This tragedy, Ambassador Lumumba should act as a reminder to the Minister of Foreign Affairs that drastic changes must take place. We need to reduce the representation of foreign mission abroad to the number where the country can afford, Your Excellency. We cannot have 10 diplomats, 8 diplomats, when we cannot afford the money which comes monthly to pay salary, which is for these 10 diplomats, could cover for 6 months for 3 diplomats in this mission abroad. So this country, as we have tragedy, Carlo, we must look at how do we overcome this. Kicking the can on the road that's helping us. Ministers who come, every minister who come, want to be seen as a popular by redeploying more people. Some people continue to be extended. Some ambassadors are more or less ambassador for life in the mission abroad. This is not acceptable, Your Excellency. Some of us wanted to say this as a sharing our experience because this country is ours. You directed reduction, nobody respected it. There must be accountability why the Ministry of Foreign Affairs does not respect your directives. We should have minimum 2 diplomats in most missions abroad because the country cannot afford huge deployment at the moment, Carlo.
Because of economic situation.
We cannot have it. It is very shameful that our ambassadors, our diplomats are begging for assistance from churches.
Social welfare.
Social welfare from some places. Even it is very shameful. Some of our ambassadors are chased away from their houses because we cannot afford them. I think the time has come to regain our dignity to decide tough decisions.
I think, Ambassador, also,
yes,
we need to ask the Parliament to help our President on that, especially the Committee of Foreign Affairs in the Parliament. Let them help the President in this kind of situation.
You know, recently I went to the Parliament to meet the chairperson of the Foreign Relations Committee. He told me point blank that he is not in charge. The person in charge in his work as the chairperson of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Parliament is taken over by Speaker. It is a Speaker.
It can be corrected.
Yeah, but you see, the Speaker is doing the work of chairperson of the Foreign Relations Committee. She's the one traveling all over the world. And the reality here is traveling, when the country is going through this financial constraint, the number of people going abroad must be scaled down to the number the country can afford.
Yes, yeah.
It does not mean that every meeting takes place.
You know, Ambassador, this is we are educating ourselves. Nobody will come from nowhere, will educate us. Always we used to say, building the nation, we are trying to sensitize ourselves, educating ourselves, revisit our activism.
We are not criticizing. We're only saying that let us provide civic education, let the people understand that this country is ours.
Wonderful.
We want to move forward.
Wonderful.
President Carlo delivered very eloquent speech in the Parliament.
Yeah.
President delivered, you see that Carlo, there are 4 occasions this year where the President gave landmark speech to people of South Sudan. It started by 16 May when he was marking that 16 May, in my view, should be named as Liberation Day.
Ambassador, I will come for that.
Yes. But let me just give the headline, just so we can come to it.
Yes.
So to be marked as Liberation Day. During that day, the President gave directive. He gave directive to the people of South Sudan. He will not take this country back to war. He wants people to work for peace. People must stop. He wanted to people must eradicate the greed and personal interest. Some people who are given responsibility to serve this country, they use that office for their own personal greed. And the president said, those people, their days are numbers. We want to appeal to the president that the days of discipline not only number, it must be stopped.
And also we are trying to tell our people who are the viewers around the world and across South Sudan that the election is coming, 2026,
yes.
December.
Yes.
This type of greediness, election can address it.
Carlo, let me ask this question. Why do we want to embarrass our leader? He trusted certain individuals. He cannot appoint all millions of South Sudanese in various offices. He identifies few who he gave them chance to serve. Now, when you are given responsibility to serve this country, why don't you respect the appointing authority? This president is good when somebody is still in the office. He becomes very bad when you are removed. How come? The other day when he appointed you, you are hosting, you throw a party, celebrating your appointment, your community, your constituency, whatever, celebration your appointment. But now when you are removed, this president is not a good man. Why? Why is it good when you are appointing and it's bad when you are removed? We must accept the fact that appointment is prerogative of the president. When he gives you assignment to serve, you serve with it, distinction, so that he allow you. That's why some ministers were there since 2005. They are there since 2005. Why? Because they are doing things and the president does not have issue with them. But some ministers, he cannot even spend a year. They are removed. You know, Carlo, I want to tell you this. People say the president does not tell people why he fired people. President, must he tell you? He cannot call Carlo when the president remove you from office. He will not call you and say that, Carlo, I have taken you from the office because of 1 or 2, 3. No. What the president does is that if he remove you, he brought me in your place. The time I'm being sworn in, he will tell me, go to this institution, A, B, C, D need to be corrected. Why? Because that means that the previous minister
A, B, C, D, he
was not
nothing.
right.
Yeah.
To be corrected.
Wonderful.
This is something we do already. Now, Carlo, you see, brother, we hope really in the very near future, the deputy speakers will come here. Even the speaker for that matter, if they have time.
No, before we go for that,
yes.
Ambassador, you know, always request threat of freedom is lack of criticism, constructive criticism.
Yes.
We have been with you moving around the Straits. We need to evaluate our national celebrations of 16 May, 9th July, then 30th of July. These 3 celebrations is crucial in the life of South Sudanese. And we are requesting the decision makers of this country in all levels of the government, national, state, and local government, to come out very clearly, Ambassador, with the laws to regulate these celebrations.
Yes. I think
we have seen during the independence, citizens are celebrating
on the street.
On the street, which is good. But in another way, we need to engage the government. As you put it right from the beginning, that 16 May, all our historical liberation can be gathered in 16 May. It ended with the 9th July. All the suffering of our grandfathers, grandmothers, sisters, brothers, up to this moment, up to now, was being concluded in the 30th of July, where so many blood has been perished in this country. This thing needs to be regulated by law, because any government in the future will take these things seriously. And we know, Ambassador, is spending money by law it seems it's more scientific and
Well, Carlo, you
wonderful.
see, this country was not given to people of South Sudan on the silver plate or golden plate. This country, our people took it, literally. We took it with the strength and the blood and the sacrifice of our people, as demonstration of our flag there. This flag is the symbol of our country. People die for this country. Therefore, nobody can come and tell us, we gave you this country. No. That's why 16 May every year must be inculcated and promulgated into the law of this country through the act of parliament.
And that must be act of parliament.
Act of parliament. When they become act of parliament sign it, and it should, the constitution should be amended. It also enter in a constitution, interim constitution, as amended, so that it become law and in the constitution. Because this is a symbol of this freedom in this country. 16 May cannot just be allowed haphazardly to be organized by individually through individual fundraising. Of course, we give credit to those individuals who decide that that day cannot pass without remembering. But the time has come. The time has come for us to put our act together and engage the parliament to come through legislation in the parliament, so that the act, there are three, this act, what they call National Holiday Act, must have three important national holidays. You are not parliamentaries, I'm not a parliamentary, but we're proposing, because if this parliament is listening to us, we are proposing that.
No, they are there for the will of people.
Yeah.
Even if they are appointed parliamentarian,
yes,
we need to tell them that these days are very crucial in our life.
So what
as a citizen of this country.
I'm proposing here is that let the member of parliament, let somebody take this up and present it to the parliament, and then the caucuses.
I think we need to engage the executive and the parliamentarian. The executive is the one to draft that bill, discuss thoroughly, and bring it to the parliament so that they can pass as an act.
We have an opportunity now. We have opportunity because of the upcoming election, there are going to be amendments in the Electoral Act and even the Constitution. So during this amendment, this act must be considered. The National Day Act, the National Holiday, we call it the National Holiday Act, which will capture the three important national holidays. Start with 16 May, the Day of Liberation. Some people call it SPLA Day. You know
maybe we can just call it a political hygiene day.
Yeah, but let me finish this. Let's say, so the people get understanding. We call it the National Holiday Act. Under it, there is.
Also, we have the religious.
Just let me say it. We say the National Holiday Act
for the
because you see,
for the government.
The religious thing is not funded by the government. Because these three holidays must be funded by the government.
Okay? This is the difference.
It must be funded by government. This national holiday.
So that excuse of that we don't have resources, we are in the austerity measures.
No, it doesn't apply.
It will not. Because we have been seeing the three levels of the government are collecting taxes from the people.
Carlo, allow me to fill this sentence so that people understand it.
Yeah.
Give me an opportunity, let me explain this.
You please.
The National Holiday Act, under it we have Liberation Day, 16 May. Under it we have Independence Day, 9 July. Under it we have what they call Martyrs Day, 30th of July. So the sequence like this. First, you celebrate 16 May, followed by 9 July, which is Independence Day, or you call it Freedom Day. Independence and freedom the same. Now, come to the 30th of July, you have Martyrs Day, the day of sacrifice, where we put together all sacrifice. Because some people are trying to misinterpret this, that we only celebrate the sacrifice made from 1983 to 2005. No, we are celebrating all the martyrs who sacrificed for this country from 1955 to 1982.
Long time during the slave trade, because they resisted that time. Yeah.
So it is a national martyr day for this country. The sacrifice made by our people to attain freedom of this country, we must remember them. Now, when we have these 3 holidays as a national day, that does not preclude other holidays. Christmas for Christians, Ramadan,
Now,
Eid al-Fitr.
especially 3 days, 16th of May, 9th of July, and then 30th of July. It's connected with the flag and the national anthem of the country.
Absolutely, Carlo. Absolutely, you're right. That's why we're saying it has to be put in the act of the parliament.
Yeah.
The other religious days or any other holidays can continue to be there, because the Christmas day is not organized by the government. The Christmas is given to Christians.
Yeah.
Ramadan is given for Muslims. Eid al-Adha given to the Muslim. But even they have national day, one day there, whatever view, but that is not financed by the government. It must be done by that particular religious group. The government have no business giving money for Christmas. The government have no business giving money for Eid al-Adha or Ramadan for that matter. So those religious things, if individuals within the government want to donate money for that occasion, it's free will. But it should not be by the government taxpayers' money. That's what we wanted to say. Because this country has to mature in a situation whereby we distinguish the national holiday and the religious holiday separately. And any other international holiday which is there, like for example, 1st of May, whatever, the Labor Day globally.
For the UN agencies.
All other things, we look at it. But the consequence must be there. It is shameful. You know, Carlo, why we are talking about it now? Just recently, 16 May, we also congratulate Tirab Radio. Tirab Radio with the SPLM youth and the veteran organized 16 May in Rock City ground, where people mark the 16 May there. It is not elaborate whereby, but that time the previous 3 deputies of the SPLM were there. But we want to say that 16 May should not be only remembered because the day the SPLM went to liberation struggle. We want it to be a national liberation day,
of liberation,
so that those who doesn't feel associated with the SPLM, they also have a role to be there, because this is a liberation of the whole country.
Yeah.
That's why we say that we should change it from the SPLM, the SPLA day, or SPLA day, which make it a liberation day. So that
because there are so many liberations took place in the past, can be combined together, then it will be a national liberation day.
Yes. Now, when you look at the 9th July, 9th July again, it is individual, the citizen who decided to take law into their hand. They go and came up in various neighborhoods and celebrated it. No official celebration of the government whatsoever. And the excuse is that we don't have a budget. I, for one, and this is Building the Nation, is proposing a solution
for that celebration or for that day.
The argument that no budget is not there, so that it is passed in the national parliament with a budget. Because when there's an act of parliament, the government, you mentioned something very important before, money must be spent according to the law.
Yes.
So when the act
especially the public money.
Yeah, when the act is there, the government will be compelled to allocate budget for it. Just allocating budget for Minister of Education, Minister of Health, all other institutions, there will be a budget to allocate money for this National Day celebration. Whatever amount is going to be determined will be determined by the Parliament in collaboration with the executive.
Yeah.
And the responsibility of this should be considered.
And all levels of the government, which is the 3 levels which we have in the country, national level, state level, and then local government level, shall participate for that seriously and thoroughly.
Yes.
For that.
You know, recently, I'm one of the people who got confused. Some colleague told me, Ambassador, there was a celebration, Tirap Radio. Let us go there. And then some say that there's a celebration in the house of Madam Rebecca Nyandek, we go there. Some say in SPLM. So, I look at the SPLM house. When you talk about 30th of July, Dr. John Garang Dimabior did not die as individually. He died on duty as the chairman and commander-in-chief of SPLA at that time. and the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan. Therefore, the institutions, he died on duty. Dr. John Garang Dimabio died on the duty. So, the family of Dr. John Garang, Madam Rebecca, have the right to organize this occasion as a family.
Yeah.
Because there was no national day. Had there been national day commemorating the 30th of July at the Museum of Dr. John Garang Dimabio, that occasion at Madam Rebecca House will not be there. That occasion was necessitated because lack of arrangement for the National Day celebration, though people now organize this one. Because Madam Rebecca and the family of Dr. John Garang, they have every right to make memory for their husband. But it is the husband to Madam Rebecca and the father to their children, but he's also the father to the nation.
The founder of this nation.
Yes. Therefore, that occasion cannot be restricted to become like a family affair. It's a national day, must be celebrated in the national ground. And the national ground is the Dr. John Garang Dimabio Museum, where his remains.
And this is why we are proposing an act of parliament for that celebration.
Yeah. This is what provoked us to come to the discussion now.
No, it is an evaluation of the people, by the way.
Yes.
It was the people who provoked us. Why we, as a building the nation, we don't talk about this.
We are silent about it.
No, we are not silent.
Yes.
It's good that we learn through our mistakes.
Yes.
And then from there, we put things right.
Absolutely.
And I believe the executives is following us. And then I believe they will take decision about that. Next year, the celebration
They don't have a choice, Carlo. The parliament have no choice. The executive have no choice, because these are the very critical national day in which the foundation of this country is anchored on.
And this is why I was saying that this flag, which is now in this program of building the nation, is explaining what we have been talking about.
Yes.
It is there in the flag, and also it is in the national anthem.
Exactly.
It is in the national anthem. Therefore, this thing needs to be celebrated.
No, Carlo, I really wanted to emphasize that we have emphasized this enough. We leave it now to the executive, and then also the Minister of Justice to draft the act for these three.
وبنقول لهم إنه ده صوت الشارع. هذا هو صوت الشارع. الشارع هو بيطلب ما أندوغا وكارلو. الشارع عمل evaluation بتاعه ودانا المسؤولية دي. Now we are disseminating to the public and even to the executive and
Building the
parliamentary.
nation is providing civic education.
Yes.
So when the population bring this up, our role here is to amplify the public opinion, which is positive, not negative.
No, it's good. This is why they're building the nation.
Public feel that these are their own national day. And this national day must not be delegated to individual level of celebration. It must be a national day, and it must have a national budget, and it must be celebrated in national ground. And the national ground is Dr. John Garang Dimabio Museum. Why? Because he did not vote in a referendum, but he provided conducive environment for us to vote in a referendum, because the CPA was signed by him. This brings me to another important information, Carlo.
And this is part of civic education.
Let us remind our people. In the South Sudan, 21 repeat itself twice. Dr. John Garang Dimabio fought to liberate this country for 21 years. SPLM, 21 years. That's when the CPA was signed. Dr. John Garang Dimabio, the CPA was signed on the 9th January 2005. Dr. John Garang Dimabio fought for 21 years. He was sworn as a constitutional post holder legally in the Republic of Sudan by then as the first vice president and the president government of South Sudan on the 9th July 2005. He died 21 days after being sworn in. So there are two.
On duty.
On duty.
Yeah.
He died on duty. So fought for 21 years. Stayed in office
for 21
days.
Signed the CPA
9 January. Independent Our people vote on the 9th January. So 9th January repeated twice now.
3.
9th January twice.
My voting.
I say CPA was signed on the 9th.
Yes.
The voting is on the 9th January.
Yes.
Now,
then the independent.
Independent 9, it's in July now.
Yeah.
January repeated twice.
Yes, yeah.
January, 9 January, signed by CPA. 9 January,
the beginning of the
people voted in the referendum.
Yeah.
9 July, Dr. John Garang was sworn in, 2005. 9 July 2011, independent declaration. So 9 July is twice in South Sudan. It is very important for you, the people are watching this program, whether inside South Sudan, across the world, note this important date. And they are repeating for reason which is God given. It is not planned like that. Nobody planned that Dr. John Garang will stay for 21 days. But God has worked out miracle the way it is. He fought 21 years, he died after 21 days in office. 9 January, he signed the CPA. 9 July, declared independence of South Sudan. 9 January, people voted in the referendum. So January 9, twice. July 9, twice. 21 days, twice. This is important for history of South Sudan. I don't know whether people are aware about it, but this.
Well, we are reminding ourselves in form of civic education, so that when the parliamentarian and the executive, especially the executive, when they are going to draft the bill for these 3 days which we propose, which is in the flag and the national anthem, they should be reminded about these days, about what you have just said, because we are not angels. We learn from ourselves, from the experience which we have. Nobody will teach us with our own things. This is part of our history. It is we to define that history.
What happened to John Garang is the will of God. Because if not the will of God, how do you plan that John Garang can fight for 21 years and can only stay as a constitutional post holder in Sudan for 21 days only? That is only the will of God. We have no power about it. But therefore, we must remind ourselves and the next generation about these 21 days.
Especially the 21st generation. Now we have to, they have 25 years.
Yes.
Soon they will take over this government from us.
Yes.
And then if we do not enlighten them with this kind of information, from where are they going to get this information?
No, Carlo, this brings us back this brings us back to Parliament. Parliament must provide the priorities. Globally,
I will come for that, Ambassador. Just have you exhausted this?
No, I just wanted to link this one.
Because in the Parliament, I want you to. We need to educate ourselves.
Yes.
You know, on the 9th of July,
yes,
President declared a statement about independence. On the 16th of May, as you mentioned, also he put a very nice statement there. On 16th of July,
on the
16th of July here, the opening of the Parliament.
Yes.
There is a very nice speech and statement of the President there.
Yes.
And then during the Martyrs Day,
30th July.
30th of July, there is a message from the President. All these 4 messages, Ambassador, he mentioned about security, stability in the country, peace in the country, reconciliation, budget, election, and development, providing basic services to the people of this country. He was advising the parliamentarian for that, and then the people who were holding the responsibility for the issue of the basic needs.
Correct.
Basic needs of the people, which is the welfare of these people.
You see, Carlo.
And now, before you get in, all these speeches has been given to the parliamentarian. It is very unfortunate where you have seen in the media the parliamentarians talking about the Great Lakes activities and so on, forgetting the priority of the president, where he wants this country to go.
Yes, Carlo.
And this is really the priority. Great Lakes is the priority of the parliamentarian?
No.
Are really parliamentarians sound in mind?
Carlo, let me say this. Thank you for bringing this up, but let us approach this way. First of all, this year, 2025, President made 4 landmark speeches, as you rightly put it. This landmark speech is on the 16th May, when they are marking what they call Liberation Day. He again made another statement on the 9th of July. That is the time when we're celebrating independent. He made another statement before that on the 16th. As you rightly put it, when is opening the parliament for this last session. You know, this parliament has been in recess for over 6 months. It has never happened in the world that the parliament of a country go for a 6-month recess. It has never happened anywhere. This parliament has broken the record for everything. They are the bloated government parliament in the region. Everything they are doing is blocking the record. So what we are saying here is that all those other speeches are echo again in his speech on the 16th May.
Yeah, okay, let us just stop here, so I will allow you to start from that point. Let us go for a very short break. Then after that, we shall be back. Then you can continue from 16. Viewers around the world and across South Sudan, let us go for a short break. Stay with us. Viewers around the world and across South Sudan, welcome back to this program of Building the Nation at SSBC in Juba Live. Ambassador Duku, we have been talking about the priority of the parliamentarian.
Yes. Before we went to the break, I was saying that the president has provided a landmark address to the National Legislative Assembly, repeating what he said on the 9th July, on the 16th May, and later on again, after they open the parliament, he repeat again on the 30th of July. What are the messages? You already said before that those messages, the address of the president is a national priority. Globally, when the president addressed the parliament, he provides the status of the country.
It is there in the constitution, the transitional constitution of the Republic of South Sudan 2011 as amended.
Correct.
When the president delivered a statement,
he delivered a speech. His speech evaluate the status of. He's the head of the government. He tell the country through the parliament where we are currently in the situation. He identified other priorities for his government, and he identified security is a top issue for his government, so that there can be stability. He identified the economic challenges as an issue which needs to be addressed for the good of this country. He identified reconciliation, healing, and forgiveness as a priority of this country. He identified election as a priority for this country. People go forward. Now,
and then he put the issue of budget should be discussed so that it can address all these activities.
Yes, the budget is the budget is procedurally, but these are the critical area. Now, Parliament should just already debate the speech of the president, pass it, and then provide resources by passing the budget to implement those policy activities of the president. Now, we were shocked when you hear the parliament debating the visit of the parliamentary team to Great Lake region led by the speaker herself. So the speaker prioritized promoting what she is doing in the region against the priority of the country. This must be said without fearing it. It's very shameful that the parliament goes for this visit. We don't say the Great Lakes visit is bad, but is that a priority for the country? We have biting economic situation. We have insecurity. We have election coming. We have amendment of constitution. We have some acts in the parliament which are pending. For example, nowadays there's a serious threat for the cohesiveness of South Sudan through abuse of the social media by some individually. If you see when you follow Facebook, you follow TikTok, you follow Twitter, you follow all this channel of communication, there's a lot of abuse and promoting hatred and division among our people. Incitement, all those things. Now, our communication authority cannot regulate this without our own law. So the Communication Authority Act has passed the second reading, remained the third reading before they went to recess. It is even very shameful that the Parliament went to recess without completing that very important act. But now they've come back, they should have prioritized that act compared to the Great Lakes visit. Because when you pass that act, the third reading and the last reading is done, they will then become a law sent to President for signature. Because now, if you look at the social media controllers, whether it is Facebook, whether it is Twitter, whether it is what they call the TikTok, etc., they cannot regulate and hold anybody sitting in the U.S. for publishing things negative about South Sudan, because the law, there was nothing in the law saying that is illegal. But when there's act, South Sudan can raise issue with this company that this individual sitting in the U.S., sitting in Canada, sitting in Australia, is abusing the social media by piling fake news to create hatred and division of people of South Sudan. It's not good for us, for peace and stability in the country. Then therefore, such individual can be blocked or can be removed from there. But now, they prioritize Great Lakes. We don't say that.
Even the scholarships. Right. And then even my background, I'm a teacher. Now let me just talk about the teacher. When you're talking about the scholarships, you must think about the exams. The result of secondary schools up to this moment is not out. Mm-hmm. Then you are talking about the scholarships when the result is not out. And those are the things that our parliamentarians need to be educated for it.
You know, the parliament has got a leader. The leader is the speaker. We put this responsibility squarely on the door of the speaker. There's no bit around the bush, Carlo. The person responsible is the speaker.
But the members, when they are inside the meeting, Ambassador, according to the Constitution, all of them are members. They have the right to speak their mind. Unless there is something wrong in this parliament.
No, but some have raised their view. They have criticized. And the speaker have reacted to them, some of them. And she realized that it was wrong. We, as a Building the Nation, were the first people who raised the issue.
Yes.
And we want to repeat again that this parliament, even though they are not elected, they are there earning the taxpayers' money. Even if they are not paid regularly, when they are paid...
No, the sitting allowances is there.
They get it.
They get the sitting allowance. This is from the taxpayers.
When they got the V8, thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, we criticize it because they have the money allocated, V8, and all those things. Well, the people are not having salary.
Up to this moment.
And they give the priority for that, and they are given money.
And they are keeping silent about the salaries of the people.
Yes. So what we are saying is that this parliament, they must be sensitive to the will of people of South Sudan, and that the speaker, with her colleagues in the management of the parliament, must put priority of the country first before their own individual interests. The visit to Great Lake region, in my view, Carlo, and this program, Building the Nation, consider it a personal interest. Because the speaker want to...
Let us just put it this way. This is a campaign.
Yeah, but you see, I'm saying the personal interest. This fit on the president said that we don't want leader who use their offices to advance personal interests.
Yeah. The national interest should be first.
In this case, Great Lake is a personal interest. Of course, not a priority for South Sudan. We want peace in Congo, but that is not a priority of the country. President did not say that Congo is the number one thing. In his speech, have you talked about Congo?
No, Ambassador, we have very nice parables in Arabic. Gal Baba Najar Mushalla.
How do you translate that?
Baba Najar Mushalla, Ambassador, in this classical Arabic, that you are a carpenter, you are fixing the doors of others properly, and then you are leaving your door to be broken down.
Yeah. So you can, this is a very good analogy. The speaker cannot prioritize peace in Congo while we ourselves we need peace in our country.
And the president have said about
President
it.
talk about our own situation. In the president's speech, I've never say we want to do something on the Great Lake region. He knows about it.
Yeah.
He was the chairperson of East African Community.
Yeah, he
He
knows.
even went to Congo. He went to other places. He went to Rwanda. He went to Burundi. He did more for Great Lake region than what the parliament was doing. But he did not put as a priority in his speech. So let us move forward, Carlo. What we need now is this. Having said that, we appeal to the parliament to come back to the priority of the speech of the president, address the issue of budget, passing the budget, so that it will allow resources available for electoral commission and also resources available for all spending agencies in the government. South Sudan is in East African Community. Every year, South Sudan is the last one who presents the budget. East African Community presented the budget a long time ago, but South Sudan is the last one. And this overstaying in the recess is also people need to know, why do they stay for 6 months? And some of them, even the 6 months, have never left Juba in these 6 months. They just remain in Juba here.
Now you have met some of those, many of them.
We
here
met them on the street.
But Ambassador, let me just ask you the questions. Well, the agreement put it very clear that the incumbent Tigonu having 332 members of the parliament from incumbent Tigonu selected from the political parties, then appointed. Then IO, which is SPLM-A-IO, is having 128 members of the IO selected by IO, then appointed to the parliament. SAWA is having 50 members from that team of the political coalition.
They said there are 8 political parties there, so the 8 political parties.
Anyway, but it was not detailed. I will just call them SAWA. But there are many political parties there. They were given 50 seats, which is 50 members, selected by them, then appointed to the parliament. We have 30 from OPP, other political parties, yes. Then 10 from former detainees. This is a combination of that parliament, which is 550 members in the revitalized National Legislative Assembly. Ambassador, don't you think they fear their political parties who have selected them, appointed them?
You see, Carlo, first of all, even the number, the share that the number is distributed according to that, so that they are given according to their political weight.
Uh-huh.
The parties...
If they go for election, maybe they will not get this.
No, but I'm saying that the allocation of the member of parliament is based on the reality in the parliament, which was created by 2010 election.
Mm-hmm.
In 2010 election, the party who have more majority in the parliament was SPLM. So they have more members because they approved it through voting in election 2010. These other political parties now who are there, they have also, some of them in the parliament, some of them have never been in the parliament. They have their representation according to their size. So that is the critical point now. What we're saying now here is that numbers which has been assigned to each political party will be dissolved when people go for election.
Because many of them maybe
I'm saying that all the member of parliament, the parliament will be dissolved as a requirement for election. So when they go for election, like exam, you must earn going to the next class. If you don't pass the exam, you cannot go to the next class.
You will repeat, yeah.
So in this particular case, the repeat for the member of parliament is to go home. So there is no repeat of parliament. If you fail to be elected, your repeat is to go home and go to drawing board and wait for another 5 years to come to assembly again. That is the repeat for the parliament. So we are saying to you, as a member of parliament, the ball is in your court. The president have given you people the life jacket to vindicate yourself in the remaining period. We have now less than 17 months left for you to prove yourself that you are worth returning to the parliament in December 2026. And people of South Sudan are watching each and every one of you individually, including the speaker herself, that the the starting was very disappointing. But we hope that they can correct it and move forward, because you have still 16 months in front of you. Do the right thing for this country. South Sudan is a very forgiving country, by the way, Carlo. People of South Sudan are very forgiving. If you do the right thing, all the mistakes, all what has not been done, you'll be forgiven and you'll be given another chance to come again through the vote. But if you continue to be very arrogant and behave the way some of you are behaving, and then you'll get the verdict of the people, and then you'll be sent home. And this is not the threat.
Now, for this case,
yes.
Now we need to explain to our viewers around the world and across South Sudan.
Yes.
Voter
education
is going to be commenced soon.
That is according to
the National Election Commission.
Yes.
Soon they will come out so that they can carry civic education. And as a building the nation, we are telling them,
yes,
if that chance comes, let them go and register in their centers.
Let me correct here. It's not if. It is when. Because it is not something like it is not tutukura or multiple choice.
Yeah.
It is a mandatory. Election is mandatory under the revitalized peace agreement. And we are saying that it is not a matter of if. It is going to be when the time is up. People must know election is mandatory, and you talked before that the voice of people, people in their feedback to us as building the nation, in both, especially in the radio, they resent it 100%. Here, where you the politicians, leader of political parties, and member of parliament, you hear it very well from us, because we deal with the population on weekly basis through our sister program in the radio. They are telling us that no more extension, and they will watch you people carefully in this section of parliament. Those who perform, vindicate themselves, they have a chance to come back. Those who continue to repeat mistakes, they will not come back. These are the facts. And we want to appeal to the leaders of all political parties. Let there be very transparent and fair primaries in the various political parties. And
Ambassador, even we need to give proposal to a speaker so that they can be more transparent to broadcast their sittings. Even if there is a quarrel, it is healthy to be broadcast to the public.
If they cannot be done live, let them record it and play.
Yeah, but I propose to be live, because it is healthy, by the way. We have seen last week programs with some parliamentarians here. They start quarreling in front of the camera, which is good. This is, by the way, it is healthy, very healthy. To me, it's very healthy.
You see, the thing is that Parliament must have live debate. You see, that is a place where people can see the performance. Population have not chance to go to Parliament. Let them have a live debate, both transmitted in radio and TV.
Yes.
So the population will now know X is a member of Parliament, is advocating for our interests. The Speaker is chairing the Parliament, but is doing the right work in the Parliament. Because we don't know it, we just get a summary in the news.
Yeah.
But actual debate in the Parliament is not visible.
It is written in the Constitution, in one of the articles, 166,
yes,
there. They have the right to broadcast the sitting.
Carl,
but it's only the fear.
Let me say something.
Fear of our none.
Let me say this thing. Parliament is a democratic institution. It is the house of people. Those who are there, they represent us. Although they are not elected, but they are there in the name of us, the people, we the citizens. Therefore, their performances, we can only evaluate them when we hear them talking on live radio. We can evaluate them when we see them talking. We are now here talking with you. People can evaluate us from what we are saying, because we are not here to insult. We are not here to attack anybody. Ours is to provide civic education and to let the people know that there is opportunity for everybody to vindicate him or herself. We are here supporting the leadership of this country. The president is our leader. We can have one president at one time. There are not two presidents here. This brings us to another point, Carlo. You heard yesterday, the Western power made a statement. That is the Troika, Canada, Europe, European Union, and Japan. They make a statement about insecurity in the country, which is good. But they tie insecurity with the release of the IO leader in the pretext of reconciliation. That is interfering in the domestic affair of the Republic of South Sudan. I have been ambassador. These people are all ambassadors. Why is the Minister of Foreign Affairs is allowing this ambassador created here to interfere and even insult the country? I have been in Europe as a representative of the SPLM for 18 years. I have been in Kenya. I have seen how the diplomats are behaving in Kenya. I have been to China, where the whole world is there represented in China. There is no way you can hear a foreign diplomat ganging up the way they did here, condemning the government.
And then the ministry is keeping
The ministry
silent.
does not even summon them to explain. You know, when you are given ambassador here, you are here they come here to build relationships between the hosting country and we, the host country, to advance bilateral relations. But most of these embassies now here, they're becoming to echo as if they're opposition here.
Oppositions.
And this is tolerated by the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And our Minister of Foreign Affairs, if they're watching this program, it is your failure. You have failed the president, you have failed the country. Because these ambassadors are not angels. They are credited here to help.
They need to be reduced to their level.
No, but here they came here to build bilateral relations between their country and South Sudan.
Not to criticize.
And they did not come here as a gang. They are credited individually. There's no organization called Troika here, by the way. I say it in the past, I want to repeat again. It is our Minister of Foreign Affairs who is tolerating this animal called Troika. There's nothing called Troika. Britain present accredited as United Kingdom in the Republic of South Sudan. United States of America ambassador present its credential as United States of America to South Sudan.
I interact with some of them. They told me we are working together.
But you see, the question here is, they are here to advance bilateral relations with South. How will the interfering on the judiciary system in South Sudan advance the relation? They are talking about democracy. You are now saying that Dr. Riamachar must be released through dialogue. Let me have this message for you people. The European Union.
The Troika
European Union. In 1991, Dr. Riamachar rebelled against Dr. John Garang. He went and signed what we call Khartoum Peace Agreement. He was forgiven in 2002 through Nairobi Declaration. That is reconciliation and dialogue. 2013, Dr. Riamachar created another rebellion. Reason being, last time we were here with the Bol Makweng, the Secretary for SPLM for Political Affairs, Organization and Mobilization. What did he say? In the Cultural Center, not far from where we are here now, there was SPLM meeting in which Dr. Riak and his team are saying that SPLM constitution must be amended. There is an article which gives 5% of the member of the National Liberation Council to be appointed by the president, who is the chairperson of the SPLM. They don't want that. Another point of disagreement is the voting modality in the SPLM. So, member of the SPLM in the National Liberation Council say that the voting should be done by the show of hand. He said no, it should be secret ballot. Now, when it was put to vote on the first point of 5%, they were defeated. Out of the 136 members of the National Liberation Council, Riamachar got 8 members, including him. Meaning that 126 vote in favor of retaining the 5%. Again, another second vote for the secret ballot, the same number, 128 vote in favor of show of hand, and then 8 of them vote against the show of hand. Now, this is democracy. He was roundly defeated. What did he do? His reaction is rebellion in 2013. The rebellion in 2013 brought the peace agreement in 2015. 2015 agreement, he came in, no accountability forgiven through reconciliation. 2016, Dr. Yamachar again rebelled. And then it ended in agreement of 12 September 2018. Again, he came back, reconciliation, no accountability. 2025, he organized this white army. They went and killed the commander in Nasir. And he is arrested, and there is a process going on. Now this country said that Riek must be released. So, in fact, this country does not want the institution of this country to work. Dr. Riek Machar is commander-in-chief of the SPLA-IO. Dr. Riek Machar is the chairman of the SPLM-IO. So he holds two heads, commander-in-chief of the IO army and also chairman
just went
of
up because we are
So
not,
what we're saying here is, this thing,
Yes,
Carlo, we must say it, people know it. If
just breathe, please.
What we are saying now here is, this country is not a banana republic. This country which are making this noise, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs must raise up to the occasion and bring these people to account. Let them behave like any other ambassador. Why is the African ambassador not making a statement? They don't know about anything? Why they are getting themselves the fact that because they are the Western power, they can blackmail this country. Please do the diplomatic work you come here for. You came here to build relations between South Sudan and your country. Going forward now, Carlo, I want to conclude by saying this. We need this country to move toward election. And to go for election, the parliament must do the right thing. They must amend the constitution to delink the election process with the constitutional review process. They must amend the constitution and the electoral act to delink tying the census to election. And then to expedite the recommendation of the Electoral Commission to make the necessary amendment which will enable us to have a free and fair election. Because the future of this country, Carlo, we must not beat around the bush. The future of this country is on election. We must have elected government, regardless whether Salva is going to be elected, be defeated. Let the Salva be defeated in the ballot box, not by regime change. And that is my final word, and we believe that the better day is still coming for South Sudan. May God bless the people of South Sudan, and God bless the Republic of South Sudan.
And this is the national anthem of this country. Viewers around the world and across South Sudan, we have reached the end of this program. See you next week. Ambassador, thank you.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you too. Thank you too. Thank you. And thank you to our viewers.
Yeah.